This video is brought to you by Slick Wraps. Slick Wraps are the wraps that can protect your phone for more than a year. Been using them on my Galaxy S7 Edge for this past year, and it has kept my back glass from getting any sort of scratches. Not only have Slick Wraps protected my Galaxy S7 Edge, they've also provided a bit of flair. My favorite new Slick Wraps have to be the Animalactic series. Be sure to head to the link in the description to grab yours today. What's up guys, Shane Starnes here with Droid Modder X. The Galaxy S7 brought back some of the pro features that we were missing on the S6, like waterproofing and a micro SD card slot. But what can we expect from the Galaxy S8? These are my top 5 new features of the Galaxy S8 based on the official specs list provided by Evan Blast. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, before we jump into this, if you want to see more coverage on the Galaxy S8 and all other cell phones that are coming out in the near future, be sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button. And while you're subscribing, go ahead and click the bell notification button so that you can be notified when future videos arrive. The first awesome new feature on the Galaxy S8 is the 64 gigabytes of included storage. The S7 and S7 Edge both came with 32 gigabytes of storage, and at the time that was great because industry-wide phones were releasing with an entry level of 16 gigabytes of storage, so this effectively doubled that amount of storage. And now Samsung is once again doubling the amount of entry-level storage on their device. More storage on your smartphone just makes it feel more premium, and the fact that we're now shooting video in 4K and we're even downloading video in 4K, having all of that extra space is really going to come in handy. Next up is the all-new design for the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. They've really stuck to the same design language as the Note 7 and the S7 Edge, with a dual curved edge display and also a dual curved edge back. We even have a metal frame and a front and back glass panel. The S8 and S8 Plus will have a nearly bezel-less display with very thin bezels on the top and the bottom. There is no longer a home button on the front. Instead, you'll have software, back, home, and a recent key, and then on the back of the phone you will have your fingerprint scanner. The nearly bezel-less display provides a sleeker, more stylish design than the S7 and S7 Edge. Many people are complaining about the placement of the fingerprint scanner on the S8 and S8 Plus, but Samsung has an answer for those complaints. The iris scanner was introduced on the Note 7, and it was an amazing new feature, but that was quickly ripped away from us as the device as a whole was recalled. But the good news is they are continuing the iris scanner on the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. The iris scanner on the S8 and S8 Plus allows you to gain access to your phone simply by swiping up and looking at the iris scanner. Next up is the inclusion of larger displays. Samsung will be featuring a 5.8-inch display on the Galaxy S8. That is a huge bump from a 5.1-inch display. The S8 Plus will feature a 6.2-inch display, which is a bump up from the 5.5-inch display on the S7 Edge. Now you may be thinking that's just way too large, but the fact that these phones are now a more bezel-less display design and they have a higher display to body ratio, you're actually not going to have a much larger phone, you're just going to have a much larger display. So the phone body itself will remain about the same size, and you'll really just notice the difference in the display size. Not only will these displays be a little bit larger, they're also going to be a little higher resolution. So now we're going to have Super AMOLED QHD Plus displays at an 18.5 by 9 aspect ratio, which is nearly a 2:1 aspect ratio, similar to what we've already seen with the LG G6. The QHD Plus resolution will be 2880 by 1440 instead of the 2560 by 1440 on the Galaxy S7 and Galaxy S7 Edge. The last awesome new feature is the front-facing camera. The Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus will feature an 8 megapixel camera. That is a bump up from last year's 5 megapixel camera, and we're inching closer and closer to having a full quality camera on the front of the phone, because why shouldn't your selfies be as high quality as your standard pictures? Alright guys, so there you have it. These are the coolest, most awesomest new features for the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. It helps this channel more than you know. You can find more of me at droidmodderx.com. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at droidmodderx. Thanks guys for watching. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next one.